Thank you, Albert, so much. You know, Albert, I wanted to say that having a Jerusalem prayer breakfast without Michelle Bachmann is like ordering a bagel without the cream cheese, right? But thank God for Ambassador Huckabee for being the cream cheese on this bagel. Thank you so much. Dear friends, brothers and sisters, Israel is under attack. Not only by Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran, or the Houthis, but also, tragically, by voices in what's called the international community. Let me be very clear. When I speak of these voices, I don't mean you. I don't mean the people of faith and courage who have stood by Israel when others fell silent. I mean the governments, the media, and the institutions that have chosen cowardice over truth. It's not missiles they launch, but accusations. Not rockets, but resolutions. Not weapons, but words. This is a different kind of war, led by policymakers, journalists, academics, and legal experts. It is a war on truth, a war on morality, a war, once again, on the Jewish people. Lies are spread about Israel. We're accused of genocide, of war crimes, even as we fight those who butcher babies, burn homes, and take pride in terror. And now they go further. They tell us to stop the war. They tell us to stop defending ourselves. They're telling us, they demand that we leave Hamas in power. They push, once again, for the establishment of a Palestinian state. Now, I want to be very, very clear. A Palestinian state would mean the destruction of the state of Israel, and we will never, never accept that. This is appeasement of evil. This is reward of terror. This is the West losing its moral compass. You know, Rachel Goldberg-Polin, the mother of Hirsch, who were kidnapped and murdered by Hamas, said it best in the UN. When you only get outraged when one side's babies are killed, then your moral compass is broken, then your humanity is broken. But in fact, many don't even pretend to care anymore. Just a few days ago, Seela Getz, a young Jewish mother, was on her way to give birth. On that drive, a Palestinian terrorist opened fire on her car. Seela was murdered, her newborn was delivered, and its life still hangs on a thread, by the thread. And the world, silent. No headlines, no outrage, no news when the victims are Jews. Many in the West have lost their ability to distinguish between good and evil, between Jews who are fighting for their lives and jihadists who celebrate death. The simple truth of the war in Gaza is that Israel does everything it can to prevent civilian casualties, while Hamas does everything it can to cause more civilian casualties on both sides. When Hamas hides behind children, that's not a military strategy, that's child sacrifice. So maybe blame the group turning schools and hospitals into launchpads, not the democracy trying to stop them. Jordan Peterson once said, The recognition of the good is only possible when the malevolent is acknowledged. You cannot have light without shadow and good without evil. For there to be good, you must defeat evil. And to defeat evil, you must have courage, faith, and moral clarity. You know that in 1938, the British Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, he signed the Munich Agreement. He came home and he declared, peace for our time. He hoped to appease Nazi Germany. He wanted to work out a deal to coexist side by side. Yet, in 1940, the Nazis started bombing Britain. During the Blitz, approximately 43,000 British citizens were killed, and many thousands were injured and displaced. After Chamberlain came Churchill, who understood, you cannot reason with tiger when your head is in its mouth. Like yourself, Churchill had courage, faith, and moral clarity. He had what it took to defeat Nazi Germany, and he saved the West. Today, Nazis are Hamas, the terror organization that committed the most unspeakable atrocities with glee and on camera for the world to see. But the world has forgotten. The world has turned a blind eye and now wonders what Israel still wishes to achieve in Gaza. So to quote the great Winston Churchill, you ask what is our aim? I can answer in one word. It is victory. Victory at all cost. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory, however long and hard the road may be, for without victory, there is no survival. So brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for choosing to stand on the right side of history, for standing with Israel, for standing with the truth, for standing with the light, for helping us fulfill the prophecies that my house will be a house of prayers for all nations, because our fight is your fight. Our enemies are your enemies, and please God, our victory will be your victory. Thank you so much.